Hey girls and boys, it is Mr. McAndrew, the math coach. Super psyched to be with you as always. We are gonna continue. So we've got two videos today, all right? Right now, we're gonna do a little review of what you did yesterday, and we're also gonna get into using money today, which is like what's better than money? I don't know. Not in our society. It's the best, right? So let's get going. So yesterday, I'll review one of the problems that you did. You had the number 34, right? And you had to find three different ways, right, to show 34. So here's one way, and you didn't have to use this math app, but I gave you the link, and you could use it if it helped you, right? So here's one way you could have shown it as 3 tens and 4 ones, right? Or if these are what do we got today? M&M's, Skittles, Starbursts. I don't know. Let's go with chocolate chips. No, not chocolate chips. Ooh, I know. Reese's Pieces. Yes, Reese's Pieces. Okay. Anybody ever seen the movie E.T.? It's a great classic movie from when I was a kid. It's awesome. It connects to Reese's Pieces, but I'm digressing. Let's continue with the lesson. So we've got 3 bags of Reese's Pieces. Say that quickly. And we've got 4 of them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I could take this bag, right, and open it up and pour them out. Right? So let's do that. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to move it over here, and I'm going to pour them out. I'm going to hit this button down here. Bam. And here they come. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now we still have 34 Reese's Pieces, but, oh, you know what? I'm not going to erase that. Sorry. Instead of having 4 pieces, just 4 ones, we now have 14, right? Because I just added 10. And we took away one of the bags, one of the 10s, because there's 10 pieces in each bag. So I'm going to cross that out. And instead of 3, we have 2. So 34, you could think of as 2 bags of 10, right? Which is 20, 10, 20. And then 14 loose ones. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. We still have 34. So this is another way you could have shown it. And then quickly, if you emptied out another bag, right, that would be 10 more pieces that are poured out, that are loose, right? They're just loose, not in a bag. Over here, they're in a bag of 10. So this is considered a 10, and these are considered 1. So then we would actually have just 1 10, right? 10 here, 1 10. And over here we would have how many ones? We had the 14 plus 10 more gives us, now we have 24. So that's another way you could have shown that. Okay? So then on your paper it would look like this. All right, so on the paper, this is the one that you did for 34. You had a couple other numbers, but I'm just showing you one right now as a review. So you can check your work, see how you did, okay? So you could have had 3 tens, right? And I'm not going to do yellow because it doesn't really show up, so I'll use like a red color, and 4 ones. That's one way you could have done it, right? Or you could have just had 2 tens, right? 2 bags of 10. And then just like we just did it on the math app, we'd still have the 4 ones that we had, but we would take the 10 from this bag that we just got rid of and add them over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that would be 2 10s and 14 ones. Or we could do just 1 bag and, oh, my face is getting in the way. I'm going to go over to the hundreds place where don't have any numbers right now. we could have done, like I showed you on the math app, we could have done one bag with 24 ones, or we could have emptied out all the bags, right, and put in, right, emptied them all out into the ones place. We'd have the 4 we started with, empty out one bag, that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another bag of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And another bag of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So then we would have 34 ones. Right? So that's another way you could have done it. So there's actually 4 ways you could have done it. Okay. So that's a review. All right. What I want to do, boys and girls. Oh, did anybody try the challenge problem? It was optional. I'll show you a few ways you might have done it real quick, just in case you tried it, okay? So if anybody did try 135, here's a couple ways you could think of it. I know we talked about this very briefly the other day. You could have certainly emptied out one or more of these bags of 10 and given it to the ones place, right? Or you could have also, like I showed you, you could take this. Now this, what I would like you to think of this as, I think we've talked about this before, is like a box of Reese's Pieces, okay? Now in this box are 100 Reese's Pieces, okay? Because it's 100. But they're not just loose, they are in bags of 10. And there's 10 bags of 10. So there's 10 tens. So let me show you what I mean. So if I show you, if I open it up, boop, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 tens in that 100. Okay, if I put it back in the box, there they are. So you open the box up and there's 10 bags of Reese's Pieces. Yeah, there's 10 bags. And in each bag, so I'm going to open it up, and in each bag there's 10 Reese's Pieces, which means there's 100, because if there's 10 here, that means, let's count together, okay? 10, 20, 30, 40, count with me louder, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, okay? So you're not getting into 3-digit numbers yet, but pretty soon you will be adding and subtracting, and you want to be able to take this 100, right? Because what if you were trying to subtract, I don't know, let's say you were trying to subtract 50, okay, minus 50, and you were like, oh no, I don't have 5 tens, I only have 30, I have 3 tens. But you could go over here, right, and just like you've been emptying out the bags, you could empty out the box, okay? And you could turn it into, I'm going to cover up my 50. You could turn it into 10 tens, okay? There's a 10, there's another 10, another 10, it's 4 tens. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's my 10th right there. Okay, so now you have, let's erase the 50 here. So now you have 10, you have 13 tens. So if you wanted to subtract 50, you could now do it, right? You could just click on it and delete. 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so just a little bit of a heads up on what's coming up, okay? But let's talk a little bit about money, all right? Because money is awesome, and it also helps you to understand addition and subtraction. All right, so let's talk about money, boys and girls. So this, what I'm showing you, is a real dollar bill. I'm sure you've seen them before. You probably know that is George Washington, our very first president, okay? And that is worth $1, just one, okay? All right, other dollar bills you may have seen. This is a $5 bill. That is Abraham Lincoln, one of our most famous presidents. He was our 16th president. And let's see. I don't have a $10 bill, but this is what a sort of fake $10 bill would look like. This is Alexander Hamilton. Okay. You may have seen or heard of the the play, the musical called Hamilton, right? Pretty famous. And the $20 bill, I happen to have just one of those, right? The $20 bill, I believe that's Andrew Jackson, also a former president of ours. Okay, so that $1, this one bill is worth $20, okay? Even though it's the same size as the $1 bill, right? It's worth 20 times more because it's worth $20. It's worth 20 of these. So it's much better to have a $20 bill than a $1 bill, okay? All right, so that's a little bit about money. So let me show you what we're going to do with money. All right, so boys and girls, this is like Monopoly money that I printed off. It's not real money. I needed it to be smaller so that I could show you what I want to show you, and I also don't have that many dollar bills and stuff. So, right here we have $30. Okay, and we're only going to be talking about tens and ones because that's how the place value system works. Okay, so right now we're just going to be talking about tens and ones. So we have, how many tens do we have? We have 3 tens, we have 4 ones. So we have $34. Same number we were looking at before. Okay? Now, if I take one of these $10 bills and I regroup it, right, into 10 ones or 10 $1 bills, I'm still going to have $34. So look, I'm going to take this, okay, and I'm going to say, all right, take the, instead of the 10, like, I've done that before, like at a restaurant, right, where you need some dollar bills and say, can I please have 10 ones for a 10? So you take away the $10 bill and you replace it, you put it over here, but you have to replace it with ones. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Let's move it up a little bit so it all fits. So there's our 4 original dollars. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh boy, 7, 8, ooh, push it up a little bit. Okay, 9, 10. Okay, so we took this 10, right, and we exchanged it or regrouped it for 10 ones. Okay, now, look, do we still have $34? Yes, we do, because we have 20 here, or 2 tens, and over here, we still have the 4 ones that we originally had, plus the 10 others. So we have 2 tens and 14 ones, okay? So, this is really handy, because if, now, I mean, I don't have the space for it, but I could take this 10 and turn it into 10 more ones, and then we would have, we'd have 10, we'd have 24 ones and a 10. That's still $34, okay? Do you understand what I'm trying to get at here? And here's why it's important. Let's go back to what we had before. So what if I owed somebody, I don't know, let's say $10. Well, that's easy. I just take a 10 and I give it to them. Here you go, right? Or what if I owe them $12? Okay, well, I take 2 ones and a 10 and I say, here you go, right? I can do that. I still have 22 left over, right? But what if I owe somebody, I don't know, $8? Well, I could give them 4, right? But I don't have any more ones to give them. And I don't want to give them a 10 because that's too much. So what can I do? I could take this 10 and change it in for 10 ones like I had before. These are 10 ones. And now I can take out 8 from here and give it to the person that I owe it to. So this is why sometimes, boys and girls, we have to be able to regroup or take from the tens place or even the hundreds place and give it to the tens or the ones place so that we can subtract. Okay, and we're allowed to do that. Totally legal. All right, still $34. Okay? All right, boys and girls, great job. There's one more video today where we're going to do some actual subtraction with the money, okay? So I'll see you, and pay attention because tomorrow there's some practice on it. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.